Hello everyone, welcome to Jmeter training. So this is Rahul. So I have 9 years of experience in QA field. So I have dealt with various functional testings and performance testing, web services testing as well as penetration testing. So in this training, I'm going to bring down all my experience on performance testing with Jmeter, right? So the course title itself says learn Jmeter from scratch. I assume that people who are watching this course have zero knowledge on Jmeter. They don't know what is performance and they want to master the performance testing with Jmeter tool, right? So that's the basic prerequisite I need. They need not have any knowledge except the interest on learning this course, right? So why performance testing? The first question before we start off. So if you are a good internet user, knowingly or unknowingly, you might be a victim for this web performance. So for example, when you are trying to recharge your mobile or when you are trying to buy something, suddenly after the bank checkout page, you might see an error. Why? And if there isn't some offer in some e-commerce site or at some ticket booking, flight ticket booking, when you're trying to access that website, it says website is currently down, right? So these all are because of low web performance. Okay, so how can we deal with this? So how can we decide to make sure that my web application can run for 1,000 users at a time? So how can we come to basic conclusion that the load what that website can handle? Okay, so if there are 10,000 users coming to the site and if that is a good if that can handle, then it's fine. If you put some offer, then it might attract lakhs of members, and if they try to access concurrently, then your application will go for a toss, fine, and you will get a bad mark on the feedback from the clients. So how to make your web application optimized, or how you can certify that your web application can concurrently handle for some particular X load. Okay, so there are some tools in the market with which you can actually test the performance of your web application by applying various loads, and you can get the performance metrics, and based upon your feedback, developer team will start tuning the website. I mean, basically they will start tuning the web servers to make the website optimized. But it's a QA part to report what are the parameters or what are the metrics for applying X load, how the application is behaving, or if I apply some Y load, how the application is behaving. So that parameters, that metrics QA has to provide to dev team so that they can actually sit and tune that application, right? So then we have lot of tools in the market to actually test the performance. Then why only Jmeter, right? The first and the strongest feature for Jmeter is it is an open source testing tool. That means it is a freeware. You need not pay to use Jmeter. What all you need is an internet connection to download into your PC, right? So that's the only requirement to work with Jmeter. If you take other tools like load runner, and there are some tools in the market, neoload, there are a lot of tools for performance, but all of them are paid. But when you come to Jmeter, it's an open source. So that's the reason all the market is looking towards the Jmeter, as it's completing the things with the $0, right? So this made the Jmeter very hot in the market. And next, you can test the performance of web applications and APIs as well, like SOAP web services and REST APIs. And you can also check the performance of databases. So Jmeter is not only intended for web application, but you can also test your REST APIs as well as database performance with this Jmeter. And the user friendly you get with the Jmeter tool, the components what they provide are very user friendly, and you can just learn quickly by just going through them. And there is a no limit of concurrent users you apply load with the Jmeter. There are some tools in the market which have a limit on applying load, as they will not allow more than 250 or more than 500, or they have to take purchase some extra license and all. But here there is no limit with the Jmeter where you can apply your load. So these are the basic features. Okay, so I'm not going to into depth, that we will be covering in our part of our lectures. So just top level high overview I'm giving on the tool. It is an open source. You can test not only a web applications but also APIs and database and user friendly components, and you can put maximum number of concurrent users, and you can check the performance of the application. So that's the high level overview on Jmeter, and high level overview on why the performance testing is necessary in current market. So let's see what is the architecture of Jmeter in my next lecture, and try to understand how exactly it performs at the back end to apply the load on web application. So that's it for this section. Meet you in the section 2.